Journey 6, Induction. Find a comfortable place to sit or lie down with a straight spine. Calm your mind, leave the day behind, and find your center. Take slow, deep breaths and count yourself down from 10, 9, 8, 7, 6. When you arrive at 1, you are peaceful and happy. 1, with each and every breath. Begin by breathing very deeply and slowly, and exhaling just as slowly. Say to the count of 5. Hold it for a moment, and exhale to the count of 5. Slow, deep breaths to the count of 7. Holding it for a moment and exhaling to the count of 7. Now, with your eyes closed, imagine you can see yourself lying or sitting in your location. Know in your heart that you are being protected, you are loved, and you will be guided. You just follow my voice. Beginning at your toes, you begin to relax. And like a wave, you see a beautiful golden light moving toward you. As the wave breaks over you, you feel intensely relaxed. From the tips of your toes to the top of your head, command your body to surrender. That golden light is enveloping you, protecting you, calming you. As you see that light enveloping you, you feel your feet beginning to relax, your legs becoming very heavy, all the while watching that golden light penetrating you to your bones. And as it does, it commands your body to release and relax. As that light penetrates your hips, you feel them like hinges surrender and slacken. And as that golden light envelops you, you begin to remember, oh yes, I'm breathing slowly in and slowly out, all the while knowing you are going deeper and deeper into your relaxation. You see that light now caressing your whole body as your torso is enveloped in it, and all the muscles surrender. You watch that light as it moves down each arm to your fingertips. You actually feel everything release from your arms. No more tension, just warmth and relaxation. As that golden light now moves its way around your neck and shoulders, You feel your head becoming very heavy now, and you surrender it into your surroundings, knowing that it is supported. And you watch that golden light now, making you look golden, all the way to the top of your head. Now, as you enter into this calm place, I want you to imagine you can smell salt in the air. You can feel the sea air blowing against your skin. Open your inner eyes to a view of the sea. The kind where the sea and the sky connect at the horizon in the distance. How does the sea appear? Are you looking at a peaceful view or a stormy view, or something in between? What is the color of the water? Describe the color, whether it is a clear blue, as in a tropical sea, or a deep blue-green, as in a more turbulent sea. Describe in detail the nature of the sea. Now pay attention to the sky. See its color, the air, and how it feels. Are there clouds, or is it clear? Describe it in detail. When you gaze out on the water, do you see any sea vessels? Focus your attention on any crafts that may present themselves to you, one at a time. If you don't see any crafts aboard the water, just continue viewing the water. If you are viewing a vessel, what is it made out of? Is it wood, or metal, or what material? Does it have sails, or is it powered somehow? Study each vessel and write in detail what is shown to you. Now, as if you can, without a worry, choose one of the vessels that feels like it dominates the water, and imagine you send your body out to it. If there are no crafts on the water, you can send yourself out upon the water. You can fly, swim, or take another means to arrive there. Watch how you arrive there. How does it feel to arrive there? Is it liberating or fearful? Describe yourself on the way there. Write in detail how you appear. Are you as you know yourself to be, or are you different? Are you male, female, or something else? If you see no vessels upon the water, send your body out on the water and discover how it feels. Now, if you have arrived upon a vessel, step aboard. Where are you on the craft? Move around and observe where you are. Have an adventure on this vessel, looking into every level, inside and out, and see what you discover. Take your time, all the while taking note of what you observe and how you feel while observing it. If you find anyone on board, ask them who they are and what their job is on the craft. Now, see if the vessel has a name, painted on it somewhere, or possibly in a ship's log. Write it down. If you wish to, you can have the same adventure upon all of the crafts that appear on the sea. In great detail, venture around and discover what each craft is named. Speak to anyone you find on board and see what you find. Once you feel you have satisfied your desires in discovering what this journey is to show you, send your heartfelt thanks to all whom you met and all that was shared with you. Find your way back to your place of origin when you first open your inner eyes to discover the sea and sky. Call all parts of yourself back into the body there, and take a moment to review how you appear. From your feet to the top of your head, write in detail what you look like, how you feel, and what you have learned. Now, with great peace, summon yourself back from this journey into the body that is yours, the one that began this adventure. With deep cleansing breaths, anchor yourself back with each inhale and exhale. Feel refreshed from your journey, knowing you can take it again and again. Once you are ready, open your eyes and write any details that you have forgotten to mention until now. How do you communicate? This journey will enlighten you as to the health and well-being of your thinking, reasoning, and communicating self. It will assist you in understanding what kind of condition your mind is in. To begin with, how did the sky and sea appear? Was the color clear and serene, or murky and tumultuous? If the color was sky blue without too much weather destroying the calm, your thinking and communications are clear and tranquil. It would indicate you are able to stay balanced with your thinking and communications, no matter what comes your way. If the sky was clear, or even if it had fluffy white clouds billowing by, the same is said. You have a peaceful disposition and are able to handle what your life has presented to you. If the sea was stormy, deep blue, or green and restless, your mind and communications are full of anxiety and apprehension. You may have some lingering issues that you're not dealing with in your life that make you feel out of sorts and dramatic in your responses. You may have concerns that are unresolved and need to attend to them. The key to this part is how you feel while looking at the colors of the sky and sea in your journey. The vessels or crafts aboard the water are the issues you have on your mind. If you saw any vessels on the sea, how did you approach them? Was it effortless, as in flying or gliding, or difficult, as in rowing through stormy waters? The journey to your craft indicates how easy or difficult it is for you to approach your own issues. If it is easy, your subconscious is willing and ready to work with you, to reveal to you what you carry in your body and mind. If the journey was difficult, your issues may be guarded and burdensome in your mind. These will take more effort and patience to work through. How you feel at all times in this journey is also a key to understanding how you are being affected by these thoughts. If they leave you feeling drained and upset, their roots are deeply embedded within your subconscious mind. Did any vessels appear on the sea for you? These are great keys as to the pressing issues in your mind, whether or not you are conscious of them. The craft that dominated the water represents the biggest issue your mind is working on. The greatest understanding can come from the name of the craft. Let's say, for instance, the craft was named the Innocence. There may be some unresolved issue in your mind that deals with the loss of innocence if the craft was on stormy waters. You may have been taken advantage of somehow, or your naivete may have kept you from accessing a goal you were reaching for, which you were unsuccessful in attaining. Or, if the craft with the same name was on a beautiful, calm sea, anchored and basking in the sun with people vacationing on board, it would show you that your innocence is a virtue that guides your thinking and protects you from harm and disillusionment in life. The waters the vessel steers through and the shape of the craft itself will tell you immediately whether or not the subject you are dealing with is healthy or harmful. Let's say the craft is bailing water, emotions, sinking in the sea, taking you down physically, emotionally, and mentally, rusty and worn, an old issue begging for resolve. You will know that it is time to work through the subject and be done with it. The next best thing to assist you in understanding what you were shown are the people you meet on board of each craft. They may alert you to the condition of your mental state with regards to each issue being presented to you. Say you meet the captain of the ship called the Innocence. This ship is tossing and turning on a stormy sea. He explains to you his job, and in describing it, he says how important it is to keep this vessel afloat. He explains to you how everything depends on him to steer the boat correctly. In your conversation, you are shown how seriously he takes his position in keeping this ailing vessel on course at all costs, as you cannot be allowed to be hurt again by your innocence. The vessel is clearly begging to be allowed to sink, but the captain can't permit this as he sees it as his failure. Yet his persistence to keep the attitude of his convictions on course keeps you from the very vulnerability you need to access in order to move through and beyond this issue. Once you learn what the reason was for having your innocence lost in such a painful manner through bigger eyes, you will never have to revisit that pain again. The value of the lesson may have been to become more business savvy in the world, not to totally distrust humanity and insulate you from it. But if the captain won't allow the ship to sink, as it should, so the issue in your mind dies, this problem will plague you for the rest of this lifetime, and quite possibly future ones. You will come to understand how we carry within our unconscious mind beliefs and decisions we have made through the experience we have had in this lifetime and others. These thoughts guide our current life and expression as we live day to day, whether or not they are even still true or of value. It is important through this journey to see what we still carry in our thoughts, consciously and unconsciously, that guide us in our decision-making from day to day. How did you appear once you arrived back from any and all vessels on the water? Did you look different from the version shown to you as you approached them? If you look stronger, the experience of being shown these crafts or thoughts has made you more healthy and energetic. If you look disheveled and worn, addressing these issues has made you feel wounded and injured. But again, that is the subconscious who has worked so hard to protect you, the child within you, from any and all painful experiences. But it is these very protections that can impede your progress in life. The goal is to work towards strength of character that knows no boundaries, that feels safe in the face of adversity, knowing all the while each experience brings knowledge. In reality, once you are fearless in all acts, nothing can stop you from achieving your goals.